Welcome to the Midweek Show. I'm Pastor Darren Domini, PD to a few, D-Nib to a very select few. And this is the Midweek Show, a chance for us to connect in a disconnected world. I tell you what, we have got a great show for you this month. It's a chance to inspire you. Oh, I tell you what, the mini grant this month is so inspiring. A legacy of inspiration, entertaining. Dude Jr. is going to entertain in a little bit of a surprise way this month, and so much encouragement. We have a special guest with us for this month's midweek moment, but we're going to entertain you. In fact, why don't we go ahead and dive right into the entertainment this month with this month's top 4 list. That's right, top 4 of all time. In fact, I tell you what, I think that this month's top 4 list, well, I think it's going to be the most controversial one. That there's going to be so many opinions. Y'all got some opinions. I think there's going to be so many opinions on this top 4 list. But I also think it's the one that people don't care about either. You're going to either be very opinionated or you just have no opinion whatsoever. But I love this top 4 list that we've got coming at you. So here it is, without further ado, the top 4 romantic comedies of all time. That's right, we're talking about romantic comedies. Now, I'm just going to tell you, I love romantic comedies. If there's a vice that I have, it is romantic comedies. And I am okay with that. I am okay and I am comfortable with my masculinity that I love some romantic comedies. And so that's what we're going to talk about it. Again, like I said, I think there's some of you that immediately, I just turned you off. You're like, whatever. But then there's some of you that are like, oh, I've got some opinions when it comes to this one. So here we go. Without further ado, the top 4 romantic comedies of all time. Starting with an honorable mention. Yes, I know. You've told me it's just the top 5 list. No, it's not. The honorable mention is there because it doesn't belong in the list, but there's something special about it, that it should be mentioned in an honorable way. That's why it is an honorable mention. And so the honorable mention that we have for the top romantic comedies of all time is this: The Princess Bride. I love The Princess Bride. Man, it's something that my whole family can sit down and watch. I have 2 young boys who cannot stand Disney princess movies. They're like, no, I don't want to hear it. But Princess Bride, they'll sit down and watch that because there's so much action involved in it. It's so funny. I mean, they got the comedy and there's a love story, but it just, it doesn't feel like it fits the genre, right? It doesn't necessarily feel like a romantic comedy. It's got romance. It's got comedy. My name is Antigua Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Come on, that's good, right? Every single wedding that you go to, you hear somebody say, marriage. I can't do it. I'm not great at impressions, but everybody knows it. It is a fantastic movie, but it doesn't feel like it fits into the genre. I love the movie. I love to be able to watch it with my whole family, but because it just doesn't feel like it, maybe it's just me. I could be wrong, but probably not. It just doesn't feel like it fits, and that's why it's coming in at an honorable mention. Princess Bride, absolutely love that movie. All right, here we go. Number 4 romantic comedy of all time is a little movie called Sabrina. That's right, we're going all the way. It's black and white movie. Sabrina is absolutely fantastic. And if you wonder why, I got 2 words for you. Audrey Hepburn. I got 2 more words for you. Humphrey Bogart. Oh, Audrey Hepburn. Adorable, charming woman. Humphrey Bogart. Grumpy old man. When they find each other, it's gold. It's a beautiful story of the way that it comes together. And I think maybe the reason why I'm drawn to it, charming, adorable woman, grumpy old man, Jenny, Darren. There you go. That's the story of me and my wife. I'm grumpy. She's charming. She's adorable. She melts my heart and makes me a better person. And so because of that, Sabrina is coming in at number 4. See, some of you are like, I never even seen that before. That's why this one I feel is the most controversial top 4 of all time. Coming in at number 3, the number 3 romantic comedy of all time, Say Anything. You know, sometimes it just takes an iconic moment of the movie to make it an iconic movie. And that's exactly what happens in Say Anything. A basic teenager doing something extraordinary to win the girl over. John Cusack, just this basic teenager standing there in sweatpants, a tan trench coat, holding up a boombox in front of this girl's house with Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes. Oh my goodness. If that doesn't melt your heart, you might be dead inside. I'm just saying, that song, that moment makes it iconic, which makes it the number 3 romantic comedy of all time. Number 2 romantic comedy of all time is The Wedding Singer. The Wedding Singer. Oh man, you got Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, amazing 80s soundtrack. Love that soundtrack. And it has comedy in spades. Wait, you're saying that her name is going to be Julia Gulia? It's just so funny. And then I don't know what's better than seeing Adam Sandler singing emo style. Like it's cinematic gold, people. I just think that the chemistry that goes on between Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, it is romantic comedy. It is so funny. Absolutely love The Wedding Singer. And here we go. Number 1 on the list of romantic comedies of all time, Sleepless in Seattle. That's right. Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan absolutely work together. You know, Tom Hanks, he's like, it's kind of like the average everyday man. Meg Ryan, average everyday woman. Like this story, you feel like could almost happen to one of your friends. Like that's how great that this movie really is. It just feels like it could happen to somebody. And then when you talk about a soundtrack, oh my goodness. You've got Jimmy Durante, you've got Louis Armstrong, you've got Harry Connick Jr., you've got Nat King Cole. I mean, this soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal. And again, going back to Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, you have to have chemistry between the lead actor and the lead actress. And that's exactly what Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan have. They have this chemistry. Like you know that they were meant to be together. And what's amazing about this is that they're not even in the same scene until the very last scene of the movie. How does that happen? Cinematic gold. Sleepless in Seattle is absolutely the greatest romantic comedy of all time. It feels like it could happen to one of your friends. That soundtrack, Tom Hanks, Meg Ryan, give me Sleepless in Seattle any kind of Saturday. Maybe not college football season, but any other Saturday, I'll be able to watch that one. Absolutely love Sleepless in Seattle. That is your top 4 list. Come on, we want to be able to hear from you. Love to be able to hear your opinions. Love to be able to hear your top 4 list of all time when it comes to this. Tell me what I missed. Tell me where I was wrong, but come on, somebody. I probably was right. I probably shifted a little bit of your thinking. You've come around to my way, maybe, perhaps. I doubt it. That's the top 4 list of all time when it comes to romantic comedies. I tell you what, the midweek show is absolutely gold. It is going to inspire you. So I hope that you were inspired by a little segment that we call Mini Grants.
Hey, I'm Pastor James. I'm here for another I Can Do Better mini grant segment. We've been able to recognize a couple of people so far for the I Can Do Better mini grant, and I'm just so pleased it has turned out so far. And I was thinking about who to nominate next, and one person came to mind. Her name was Datha Bice. Datha always had a smile on her face when she was at church. She served as a greeter and made everyone feel welcome. And we were just so grateful for everything she did for the church. But she actually helped us establish a relationship with an organization called Sunshine Acres Children's Home. And Sunshine Acres, what they do is they provide Christian, loving, wholesome homes for children who are separated from their parents. And they help those children prepare for later adulthood. And Datha served as the liaison between the church and this organization, Sunshine Acres. She actually bought birthday gifts for the children. Can you imagine being in a children's home and getting just a great birthday gift, being recognized and just feeling loved? That's what she was able to do. Unfortunately, on September 17th of this year, Datha passed away. And she never forgot those in need. She was truly an unforgettable person. You know, for us, we're going to continue that relationship with Sunshine Acres. Can't stop, won't stop. We're going to continue providing those birthday gifts, continue supporting them. And, you know, it's just a great relationship that she helped establish that we want to continue. You know, if you know of someone who really personifies the I Can Do Better movement, or maybe an organization that does the same, we want to hear about it. Simply go to tinyurl.com/better314 and go to the bottom, share your story. We want to hear those. We want to partner with the community. We want to partner with you, partner with those individuals, and we want to truly live out the I Can Do Better movement.
So inspiring. Thank you so much, Datha Bice, for living a legacy of generosity and showing each and every single one of us that we truly can do better. I hope that you were inspired by that. Now I hope that you might be a little bit entertained. Maybe you might learn something significant, or maybe just a little bit trivial. Why don't we go ahead to a segment that we call What I Learned with Pastor Raphael.
Your fingernails grow faster on your dominant hand.
So funny. I absolutely love watching those every single time. Now, why don't we go ahead to a special segment of this month's Dude Junior.
This is Dude Junior Airplane Edition.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. We are not doing trick shots today. Instead, we are doing Airplane Edition competition style. Whoever wins the competition will be called Captain Awesome for the rest of the day.
Wow.
Captain Awesome for the rest of the day. And then this coming weekend, you're the one that gets to choose where we eat, what we eat for the entire weekend.
I want that.
Come on, it's going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait to see who will be Captain Awesome, Dude Junior Airplane Edition. Let's go.
All right, here we go. So, there's 3 different airplanes, 3 different locations. We're trying to get them into this circle. The orange ring, if the airplane's touching it or inside, then it's 1 point. The hula hoop, if the airplane's touching it or inside, it's 3 points. And if the airplane is touching the Dude Perfect disc, then it is 5 points. Let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, yeah! Let's go. Oh, that's 1 point for me, none for Case.
Next gathering.
Let's go. Got further than me. Last one. Here we go. It's 1-0.
Final
competition.
Wait.
5 points for whoever can throw it the farthest, standing on the left. Oh!
You murdered me.
We're gonna have to go to the judges. Okay, here's the situation. Jude's standing in the ring. Hits him. Falls him. Plane goes down. Okay, after careful deliberation with the judges, because the plane was impeded on its flight path by an object that was not supposed to be on the playing field, the plane that was thrown, that's yours, is awarded 2 points. Case wins 2-1.
I'm going to tell you what, controversy. Whenever it goes to the judges, you know that it's going to have some controversy. I'm just going to let y'all know there was controversy in our house for a little while after that one. I hope that you were entertained by a little competition. Come on, somebody. Why don't we go ahead and celebrate? Let's celebrate somebody. Let's celebrate an entire culture with this month's cultural cuisine.
Welcome to Cultural Cuisine. We love to celebrate all cultures, and we do that through a little special cuisine. We know this, that all cultures have amazing food, have some not so amazing food. You don't know what kind you're gonna get, so let's go ahead and celebrate Swedish culture.
I have no idea what that is.
I like Swedish fish. Does that count?
No, it's
No,
not.
not the same thing?
So your first one is an appetizer dish of meatballs with horseradish sauce. Voila!
Ooh.
Oh,
All
Okay.
right. Dig in.
I'm not much for horseradish, but
Give it a taste.
You gotta taste the horseradish there, Frankie.
I did a little. It was on the edge.
Oh, that is horseradishy.
Mm-hmm.
I even took
Oh.
a tiny bit of it, and that is
Yeah,
horseradish right there, guys.
I'm not much for
They
the
did not
horseradish.
skimp on that. I'll eat the other half of this one. All right.
Here, I'll just eat the part that doesn't have it.
There you go. That's
pretty
good.
spicy?
It's not spicy. It has that like nose clearing like.
Mm.
All right, we're ready.
Okay, so
Sinuses are cleared.
We have saffron rolls.
Ooh, is that mayonnaise?
No, butter, cream
Oh,
butter.
it looks like mayonnaise.
Saffron rolls.
Yes.
All right.
Is that why they're shaped in an
S?
S?
All right. All right. We're gonna dip it in the butter a little bit.
Interesting.
People
That's
inside there's little pieces. I think those are.
Like little
Sounds like
raisins.
raisins?
Raisins, yeah. That's
It's
all
a
right.
very different texture. I've never.
It's really dry.
It's dry,
Like I'm gonna
something for
a
that.
little
but
butter.
a little doughy.
Lingonberry juice.
What in the world is a lingonberry? Oh, and we have little straws.
Lingonberry.
You can edit us out trying to open these, right? All right,
All
here we
right,
go.
let's give it a go.
Wait, don't go yet. Ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. Tastes like cranberry juice. Oh, Frankie really likes it. Frankie's
Wait. Let me have a little more. All right,
a little more butter. Frankie wants
just one more bite.
There you go. You chugged the whole thing.
I left a little just in case I get
In
a
case
bad
there's
taste.
fish. In case there's some fish sauce. Oh.
We have some pickled herring with dill, and then these. This is what was
Those are
it called?
fish egg.
Red seaweed pearls. Those are red seaweed pearls, and the herring is pickled with dill. So you can eat the whole thing.
Do I have to?
Oh, and there's a
Should we
little
go-
shrimp on one of them.
There's a what?
Little shrimp on one.
Which one? Oh. Oh, did you smell it?
Yeah. No.
Okay, here we go,
One
Frankie.
of you's not
No, I'm not gonna eat that.
Okay, you eat that one, I'll eat this one. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Give me a second. I need a second to process this.
It's actually not that bad. The pickled herring actually tastes pretty good. I think I got the good end of the stick. I think that one is not gonna be good. What do you think? You're not even eating the little things.
I ate it.
No.
Trust me, I ate it.
He's eating like a bunny.
He saved his juice just for that. Come on, usually I'm the one eating like a buddy. Eat that whole thing.
That's terrible. I can't do that one. Sorry, guys.
That's the only reason.
I can't.
why- Come on,
It's-
just a little bite. Like take a little. I did the tongue. If I did the tongue, you can take a tiny bite.
shrimp one.
Take a
There you
little.
go.
There you go. You didn't even bite. Here you go.
I was terrible. Oh,
Let's push that way out.
oh,
They're all.
whoa.
The
How do
bread.
people eat that?
No, I don't know.
They eat a lot of fish, so we were nice to.
That's fine. I like fish.
This is more meatballs. Swedish meatballs with mashed potatoes. Voila!
Ooh. I can get on board with that.
Yeah, I can eat
Are these
this.
the same meatballs?
On it.
Yeah. I could eat that whole thing.
Yeah.
Sure. Potatoes are my spirit food.
Is better than the pickled herring.
It's a good way to rinse out that herring from the mouth.
Good.
You can have the rest of that.
Where's the hot sauce?
Hot sauce.
That herring, though.
All right.
I tasted it with my tongue, and it was not.
His tongue touched it, and that was the end of the game.
It was.
Game over.
Cookies and chocolate.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I will take the dark chocolate.
The dark chocolate has coffee in it, and then the milk chocolate has lingonberries.
These are
Yummy.
good. Like a little biscuit.
Yeah, little cookie.
All right, chocolate. Caffeine, I'm gonna be up all night.
That's good.
Right? This one's really good.
Yeah, chocolate on
Dark-
your teeth.
That's the whole, like, that's part of the process. I like the chocolate on my teeth. It means it's good. Good dessert. I could eat that all day.
Come on, somebody. There we go. Celebrating Swedish culture. That is cultural cuisine.
Oh, shoot. Start over.
If there's one thing that we have learned is that Pastor Frankie does not like fish. If you ever invite him over, do not give him fish. I'll tell you that. So entertaining. Love being able to celebrate all cultures. Pastor Frankie and Jessica, you do such a great job. Why don't we go ahead and learn something else from Pastor Raphael?
A shark is the only fish that can blink with both eyes.
I'm telling you, I could watch those all day long. They are so great. Love being able to learn something significant or a little trivial from Pastor Raphael. I'm telling you what, we have a special guest, one of my close friends, somebody that is near and dear to my heart, joining us for this month's midweek moment. Hey, this is the midweek moment, part of the show, the chance for us to be able to just encourage you. I got a special guest for us during the midweek moment this week. Here it is, my good friend, one of the overseers of my life and also of our church, Pastor Daniel Voss.
Hey everyone, hey Focus Church, great to be a part of this program today. Love your pastor, Miss Jenny, what a wonderful family you guys have leading your church, and look forward to meeting you guys one day.
Come on, somebody. Coming to Arizona, we love Arizona.
Yeah.
Born in the Midwest, created for the desert. Come on, somebody. One of the greatest benefits of moving to Arizona, though, was
Hey,
the
I
friendship
appreciate
that we
that,
have.
man. I appreciate that. I feel the same way. God sent us to the desert to bloom for some reason.
Come on.
Right? Either that to kill the old me off so I can be resurrected into a new me. I don't know, but I came out here and it was hot as Hades, and the old me died, and the new one is resurrected. And part of that process has been meeting Pastor Darren.
Come on, that's so good. All right, now I know this.
Okay.
I know that you are a huge Rocky fan.
I am.
Like that's one of your favorite movies, right?
It is.
I mean, just by he's an action guy.
Yeah.
You love to be able to get into action. I mean, I know
Yeah.
that, but I've
Yeah.
got an important question for you.
Okay.
So if we're going to put aside action movies,
Okay.
what is your favorite chick flick / romantic comedy?
Is it? It's with Matthew McConaughey. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Is that what it is?
It was with
Kate Hudson
Kate
and Matthew
Hudson
McConaughey.
and
I love
Matthew
that.
McConaughey.
Yeah. Matty Mack is my man crush.
Okay.
You know, you got Rocky. He's like my inspirational and my spiritual hero. As weird as that sounds,
I love it.
He's a fictional character.
You got to press on. He presses on all the time.
There's so much theological nuggets in Rocky.
I love it.
But Matty Mack is my man crush, man. I love Matthew McConaughey and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That was pretty special.
That's
with
a
Kate
good one.
Hudson, yeah.
All right, I can respect that, but you're wrong.
Okay.
It is Sleepless in Seattle.
That was Amy's. My wife loves Sleepless in Seattle.
She's right.
I don't know.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
Just like usual in your marriage.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It's so good. I gotta respect the Matthew McConaughey. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a
He's like
he's a dude.
You just want to hang out with him. Like
You
I just feel like
absolutely-
I could just I could just chill with the guy forever.
I
Man.
respect
He's awesome.
that. Tom Hanks though he's everyman. He's everyman.
Not me. He may be your every man. He's not mine.
I love
He's too
it.
dorky for that, man.
Oh, I love it so much. That's fantastic. Oh, that's good stuff right there. But here's the thing: we really
but,
want
but maybe Matty Mack is dazed and confused. Maybe that's what he was Wooderson. You know, like my high school women.
So is that what?
I get older, they stay the same age. I mean, I was 13 when that movie came out, man.
That's why he's your hero.
He's my hero, man.
Because of Dazed
So
and
you
Confused.
just get older and
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness!
we
All
can
right,
cut
for
that
all of our,
part
all
out.
of, I was gonna say all of our students out there watch the TNT version
Yeah,
of that
yeah.
one. Oh my goodness, that's too funny right there. But really, what we want to do is, man, this has been such a rough year.
yeah, the
There's
Corona
no-
coasters
Man, there's no
and up
doubt.
and down.
2020. The only good thing about 2020 is that it's October now. It's October.
Yeah,
We only got a couple months left.
yeah, let's hope.
Let's put it in the rear view.
Yeah,
But here's what else I know. I know that even through this year,
yeah,
as hard as it's been, God's still moving.
absolutely.
God's still moving. God
Yeah.
is still using people. He's still speaking to people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's through programs such as this or having to switch to an online church service,
Yeah.
a church ministry that even for me personally, there's 2 members of my family that have been saved through the online ministry
Come on.
that never would have stepped foot into a church building because it was, it was a little bit of apprehension. Yeah, it was too churchy for them.
Yeah.
It was uncomfortable and unfamiliar. But watching through online, you can stop and start at your own leisure. You can watch 10 minutes, 15 minutes, things like that.
Yeah.
It was a non-abrasive way to get them used to what we were doing as a church.
Wow.
And because of that, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law have come to know Jesus
Come on.
through an online ministry.
That's
So
so good.
had we not had the Corona Coaster happen, maybe we wouldn't put as much emphasis on that because the world online is not going away.
Right.
And what it did is it just allowed us to reach people in a new way, in a new method that we really weren't even thinking about several years. Now, we had started the process years ago,
Yeah.
but we hadn't put the money into
It ramped
and
up.
the resources into it and
Yeah.
the intentionality into it,
Love that.
more than just having to stop and start, cut and play, celebration. Now, as we're having an intro and an outro and doing special videos such as this, some are fun, they're lighthearted, but they connect where people are at.
Absolutely.
We answer the real questions in real time. It allows them to ask questions back and forth, the dialogue. And for that alone, my in-laws will be in eternity
Praise
because of the Corona Coaster.
That's
because
so
of the online.
good.
So I'm thankful for it. On the backside of every burden is a blessing. And then you just have to learn to look for the blessing in the middle of all of the burden that we've been walking through.
Sometimes you got to dig a little harder,
Yeah, you do.
but it's still there.
Yeah. it
So
is.
God's still speaking. God's still moving. And
Yeah.
even just personally to your family.
Yeah.
How about even just personally for you? What has God just been speaking to you?
Yeah. So back in the summer, we started looking at the book of Daniel. And one of the things you see with the book of
Go
Daniel
figure.
is, he's a great man, is you're talking about a period about 70 years of his life.
Yeah.
Roughly the age of 15 to 85. But yet he keeps ending up at the top of 4 different regimes. I mean, we're talking about the most pagan empires in the world,
Right.
from Babylon to Persia You see these very wicked, evil men, but here's this godly man who starts as a teenager, and then
Right.
even as an old man, is still accelerating up the ladder. And you look at that and say, I want a life of 70 years of legacy of influence and impact upon not only the spiritual kingdom, but also the physical kingdom. And one of the things that I discovered is that he kept going through a test after test after test, really about 6 to 8 major tests that he went through.
Yeah.
But after the testing came a blessing. And when I started looking at that, I'm like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to go through a test. But if I do go through it, I want to pass the test.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of going through tests and not passing, so I get stuck at the same level. It's kind of like you're in primary school, right? And you have to pass a test to go to the next level. Well, as I look back upon my life, there are certain tests that I have not been passing.
Wow.
So I can't get to the blessing. And the Lord will test you with stress to see if you can handle success. So when you look at Daniel's, there's the test of the identity, the test of food, the test of prayer, the test of the spiritual walk. He kept passing that test. And because he kept passing the test, he kept getting elevated.
another one.
He kept getting blessed. But at the new level, there's a new devil. But he kept rising to the occasion. And for me, I have felt like the last couple of years, I've just been stuck. And the reason why I've been stuck is I haven't been able to pass these tests.
Wow.
But these tests for me are, how do I handle criticism? How do I handle when people say things about me on social media? How do I handle stress? How do I handle multiple employees? How do I handle more people to minister to?
We call each other in.
Those are the phone calls you will never hear. But you know what I mean? It's like,
absolutely.
I just feel like I'm failing these same tests. And I know they're there, but I just can't pass them. And I've really had to evaluate myself over the past few months. We've had a lot of mental space to do a lot of evaluation to say, if I want to get to a new level, there's going to be a new devil there, but I've got to pass this level. And what that is, there's a test right now. There's a stress that I'm under that God wants to use to bless me, wants to give me success.
Wow.
But I've got to be able to push through that.
I think what's so powerful about that too is that the test, sometimes we place upon somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going through this because I know that God has more for me. I'm going through this because there is a devil right there.
Yeah.
It would have been so easy for Daniel when the law came, you can't pray.
Yeah.
These people are
he had many reasons. There are excuses that he could have made.
Right, exactly.
And he didn't. He did what he had always done. And if you do what you always do, God will do what he's always done.
Come on.
And that is, he promotes you.
You got to say that again. You got to say that
If
again.
you do what you have always done, God will do what he has always done.
So good.
And he said, I've always prayed 3 times a day, so I'm going to keep praying 3 times a day. And God's like, well, I've always elevated you, so I'm going to keep elevating you. And that's the story of Daniel.
I love that.
So for me personally, as I've just really been challenged, is I can sit and I can feel sorry for myself. I can blame politics. I can blame whomever.
Racial inequality, protests, and
you'll always have an excuse. You'll always have a reason. But I want to control what I can control. As Tony Horton, P90X says, do your best, forget the rest.
Yeah.
And just push through this, because I'm tired of failing. I'm tired of flunking this test so that I can't get to a new level of success. And that's what I've been dealing with personally is man.
I love that spiritual principle. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of failing. And if we don't, we're the same principle that you said. If you always do what you always do, you're going to keep, God's going to do what he does.
There's a negative side to that too.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
That's right.
You got to change something inside to see a different result.
Yeah. The world hates change, but it's the only thing that brings progress.
Come on.
And that's what we see with the scriptures over. Listen, God does not change. He's immutable. The word of God does not change. But how he deals with man has always changed. God created our body for change. He created nature for change. It's the principle of seed time and harvest.
Yes.
It's all about change, death, and resurrections. But we as human beings, we have a tendency to hold on to what we had, and we don't want to lose it. But a seed has to fall to the ground and die before it can be multiplied.
Wow. And what's hard though is it's when it's your seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the seed I've held on to for so long, because this was the seed that I received, and I want to be able to hold on to that.
Yeah, we take an activity and make it our identity.
Wow.
And I've always done this. This is who I am. No, it's not who you are. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
You can be better and you can progress. You can fight your pedigree. You can fight your past.
Yeah.
You can fight the absence of the platform or the absence of a pulpit that you've never had. But if you keep growing and progressing, we call that progressive sanctification. We are to grow in the grace and knowledge of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And that's what Peter did.
Yeah.
And that's what we see with Daniel. He was adaptable. He was pliable. And pliability and agility is a superpower right now dealing with COVID. If you can learn to be pliable, learn to be adaptable, then God's going to keep putting you in new positions for influence.
That is so
that's
good.
For me I'm a disciplined person by nature, but I was almost too disciplined. And I had to realize God's in control and I'm not. And the more that I can open up my hands and let go of some things, the more God will open up the heavens and give me more things.
You can't have a blessing with a closed fist.
No, you can't grab anything else.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Can't
Can't grab anything more if you're doing this. You got to let go. People are going to miss out on heaven because of a closed fist.
Come on.
People miss out on blessings because of a closed fist. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So the biggest illusion we have in this world is that we are in control. We are not in control.
This year has destroyed that illusion.
And the great thing about it is for you and I is it's put us all in the same playing field.
Yeah.
If you're in a business,
yeah,
it's put all of us in a playing field. None of us know what we're doing right now.
Right.
I'm on the same level as Craig Rochelle and T.D. Jakes and Stephen Furtick. None of us know what's going on.
Nobody does.
So for me, it's given me an opportunity to maybe be an innovator now.
Come on.
Instead of being reactive, let me be proactive. Let me lead the way. So it's just kind of looking at that as pass this test so you can be blessed, pass the stress so you can get to success. And how do we get it? We open up our hands, we open up our lives, and we look for ways for God to use us.
I love that. And I think it's so important too for so many people sitting there that what you just mentioned, you mentioned some heroes.
Yeah.
Pastoral heroes, great churches, T.D. Jakes, Craig Rochelle, Stephen Furtick. I mean, those guys are amazing.
Yeah.
But even for some of you that might be in the business world, Disney does not know what they're doing right now.
They don't.
I mean, they're struggling to get people to come into their doors. And so it's an opportunity for you to innovate if you open up your hand.
That's right.
Ask God to be able to bless in a new way and to be able to take a step out in boldness.
Yeah, we all have the same resources now, and it's called a phone.
Yeah, right.
And you can change the world with your phone.
Yeah.
You have the same tools at your disposal that the greatest minds in the world have, and that is your ability. You can defeat an army of men. You cannot defeat an army of ideas. So now is our time to be innovators, to be idea collectors, or to change the world with just one simple act of creativity that's outside the box thinking. And so anyway, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it is.
We just open up the fire hydrant.
Well, I think that really what we've said is, in a year like this, what is God speaking to you? Now's the time for God to speak so many things into your life, if you're open up to it. Be open to what God has for you, even during a season where it feels like a test, that there is a blessing on the other side.
If you're going to go through this, which you're going to,
don't have a choice.
You might as well grow through it.
Come on.
If I'm going to go through this, I might as well get something out of it. I'm going to milk this COVID for all it's worth. So I'm going to come out better. And that may be as a husband, it may be as a dad, it may be as an employer or an employee. I made that decision. Just like Daniel, if I have to go through this test, I'm going to get something out of this test, and I will be blessed. And we made that decision here at Mountain View, and I made that decision in my life. If I have to go through this, I cannot control that. I can control how I respond to it. I'm going to grow through this. I'm going to get something out of this. I'm going to come out better the other side. I'm going to take advantage of the COVID season as much as I can to be a better person.
So good. If you're going to go through this, you need to grow through this. Be a Daniel of Scripture. Be a Pastor Daniel, and make sure you make that commitment. If you're going to go through this, grow through this. Thank you guys so much. Peace out. What a great word about Daniel from Pastor Daniel. Love you so much, brother, and thank you for being part of the midweek show this month. That about does it, but I think we need to find one more drop of knowledge from Pastor Raphael.
Good morning and good night text messages activate the part of your brain that is responsible for happiness.
Come on, somebody. That was the midweek show. We hope that you were inspired. We hope that you were entertained. We hope that you were absolutely encouraged. We love the midweek show. We love you, and peace out.